Hey everybody! Welcome to the informational video on my upcoming book, Room 6060, set to release in mid-March of 2021, just before Easter. Here's some information for you. Last year, my family and I spent Easter week inside a hospital, saying goodbye slowly to our dying grandmother. Joyce Jefferson was her name, but to us, she was Nanny. Nanny was our last grandmother, the last grandparent, the last of a fading generation for our family. But more than that, Nanny was also a woman that we loved deeply. Losing Nanny hurt. Saying goodbye was not something that we wanted to do. Mourning her was painful. But despite that pain, despite her loss, mourning Nanny in that hospital became an encounter with the hope of Easter, unlike anything I've ever experienced. And it is that story that inspired the book, Room 6060. Room 6060 is a two-part book. Part one is the creative story I've written that details the final 3 days we had with Nanny in the hospital through my eyes. More than just a diary that tells details, it's a story that is about human characters looking for hope while seeing death right in front of them. Struggling with faith, struggling with anger, with guilt, with time, not knowing how to pray, and more. And in all of that, Room 6060 aims to comfort and give permission to be both honest and hopeful as we face the cold road of grief. Part two of the book is a collection of 6 articles or mini chapters written by myself and 5 other contributing authors. Each article answers a different question, ranging from, am I allowed to struggle with my faith, to how do I prepare for grief? What do I do when this loss is not fair? The articles offer practical guidance and compassion to people walking through grief, through the variety of voices and experiences with grief that myself and the other contributing writers can offer. Speaking of these contributing writers, the 5 authors who are joining me in this book are incredible people, and they represent a variety of ministry backgrounds and clinical backgrounds. We have career missionary Russell Board. We have director of the IPHC Women's Ministries, Whitney Davis. We have Pastor Chris Maxwell. We have Dr. Blake Rackley, and last but certainly not least, we have lifetime minister Becky Shirey. In both parts of the book, myself and my fellow writers have the same mission: to lift grieving people to the heart of a loving God through the living hope of Easter. Regarding the fundraising for the publishing of the book, Erica and I consider Room 6060 to be our missions project for this year, especially since COVID has prevented abroad travel for missions trips. Altogether, the publishing cost is just shy of $6,000. That payment is due on March 1st, and so far, through the generosity of a lot of people, we have been able to raise just over $2,400, meaning that we've got around $3,600 left to raise by March the 1st. That said, Erica and I and my fellow writers invite you to partner with us in bringing the mission of Room 6060 to life. Any amount that you give will get you a personally autographed book with a note of thanks, whether you give $1 or $1,000, it doesn't matter. Any amount of money that you give makes you a partner with us in this mission, and therefore you get a book. The other exciting piece of all this is that any proceeds that the book generate in this year or in any year to come will go directly to supporting mine and Erica's ministry and missions endeavors now and in the future. Not only are you supporting the mission of the book currently, you're also supporting the mission that Ari and I live for far into the future. And that's the mission of the gospel. You can give by visiting our website, www.johnandericatogether.com, and clicking the partner button on our webpage. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I pray that you would consider partnering with us in this mission. Much love to you. Bye.